my lovely wishes. It's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches, where I give out free hugs to you. Because who doesn't need a hug? I do. Pick me. I need a hug, always. Hugging is such an affirmation, you know? Like when somebody hugs you and they like really hug you, like it's a serious hug, not that one arm, yeah, now you can go away hug. Yeah, it like can boost you. So share a hug today. Hug somebody. Get out there and make somebody happy, including yourself. So is everybody good? Are we hydrating? It's summer, and now today is supposed to be 90 something here. So yeah, those days of I turned on the heater are done. Our dandelion had a play date with a friend dog yesterday, and it was so hot that they didn't play. They just laid the shade together. Oh, sweet babies. It was so cute to take your dog on a play date. But anyway, today we're going to do a video on notions. I love a notion. I do. Especially a notion that really makes a difference in your sewing experience. Not just this is cool, this comes in handy, but like really ups your game. Really like works for you. And because I have essential tremors, jazz hands, mostly this hand, but some of them are aimed towards people like me who do struggle a little bit with some kind of an infirmity of the hand, or back or whatever. And at most of our ages, I mean, who isn't in some way in pain most of the time? So these are all notions that are tried and true for me, that I have used, that I continue to use, that I will rebuy if they fall apart or I use them up. So without further ado, let's get in there and meet some new notions or reacquaint with some old ones. So we're going to start with my newest. This is my Martelli mat. I have previously been an Olfa mat person, and I just found myself going through them fairly quickly because anytime you get heat near it, it will buckle, and I found it hard to like clean off. If that makes, it's like it has a somewhat rougher surface to it. Anyway, I did a bunch of research and I came up with Martelli. I will link below. I probably said this a zillion times by now, but I will link below where I got them and how much they are. I believe this one was $80 something, which is crazy, but you know, it's like the center of your quilting process is your cutting mat. I love the yellow side. I'm going to flip it over in a minute, and it is so easy because the inch markings are the lighter blue and the half-inch markings are the darker blue. So it's so easy to like line up, and there's also a squaring off section here, which is super helpful. And then let's see how many things I can knock while I do this. Okay. Whoops. This is the purple side. Equally awesome, but harder to identify numbers, and I just like the yellow side better. But this side is super awesome too, and I think they both have the angle markings on them as well. So I'm just going to put this on the flat on the floor while we look at other things. I think that Temu, the orange bag people, Temu, doesn't matter, owes me for the promoting these bags. But I use these, God, man, anytime anybody gets a giveaway from me, it's going to come in one of these. I use them to organize projects. I use them to store smaller amounts of fabric. I just Because I'm obsessively organized, I need to not have things laying around, and somehow laying around in a bag is better than just laying around. So, bags. Again, with the organization, I just ordered another one of these. This is the Aurifil, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 12 Aurifils go in each one. I have mine all divided up into colorways, obviously. I don't like my thread to get dusty, and I love these. They make all the difference. Anyway, baby rulers. This one is, that doesn't help at all, does it? No. This is Lori Holt Cute Cuts. I pick it up for just random things that you just don't need a big ruler for. This is Creative Grids. It's a little bit longer, and just cute as button. Just such a cute little, all the hearts. I heart my quilting friends. Use this one all the time too. This one is my all-time 100% favorite. This is 1 inch by 12 inches. It comes in, I use this thing so many times, especially if I'm bag making, and if I get it way up there, does that help? If I'm bag making and I need to like cut a 1 inch square, or I need to mark a 1 inch, I just love the baby rulers. You know, I love the big rulers. There's a place for so many different ones. But I am not an advocate of buying like every ruler on the market just because somebody says it's a good idea. There's certain rulers I use all the time, and others that I never even pick up. So, it's a stiletto. There's 2 of them. These are both gifts from you guys. I can't, how did I go without a stiletto for so long? I don't know. This is the one that I keep by my sewing machine. It is, like really sharp. And this end allows you to like finger press if you feel like, I wonder if I put the mat back, if that will, I doubt it. I'm obsessing over the wrong stuff. It also has a flat side so that it won't roll away. I believe this one came from Amazon. This one, this beauty, has a ripper on one side and then the stiletto on the other side. And this one I keep in my travel sewing, or in a bag that I would have with me, like if I went out to the couch or whatever. And it comes in this pretty little green pouch so that it doesn't get all marked up. And I love them both. And like I said, how did I get by so long without a stiletto? I don't know. One of the first quilting things I ever bought was this pair of Tula pink shears, or nippers, pointy end. I confess at the time I was not a big quilter yet, and I just loved how they looked. And so I got them, and now I have like 3 pairs of them, and I use them all the time. They're just that little pointy end. It just comes in so handy for so many things, and they're like the perfect size. They fit in your hand like perfectly. They're awesome. These are awesome. Well, we're on the topic of shears. These are my favorite for larger cutting, batting, cutting, whatever that you need to cut that doesn't involve a rotary cutter. These are the Karen K. Buckleys. I believe they are the 9 inch, but I will look them up and find out. Super duper pointy on the end, just so you know. Not unlike these little guys. These are very, 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 very pointy. But they come with this little case to go over, and again, when you find the like super amazing good Now where did it go? Okay. Basics. I had actually put this one away. This is my rotary cutter. This is the Quilters Select rotary cutter. It is, I should have prefaced this just by saying that this is not necessary. This is definitely not Notions on a Budget. This is not. Nope. These are, some of these things are, yeah. So anyway, this is Quilters Select. It is heavy. And for me personally, because I have the essential tremors issue where my hands shake, the weight of the rotary cutter helps it. Like, it still will shake, but the weight of it keeps it. The possibility of me having a straight seam seam cut is much better with this one as opposed to like an Olfa or a plastic lightweight. It's really easy to change the blade on. You just slip this down and it drops out. You hit this button and then you just click it and the guard comes off or comes away from the blade, and then you just do the same thing to close it up again. You can do left-handed, right-handed. I think that this was the first notion that I like considered to be an investment. And it has, this is definitely a you get what you pay for kind of item. It is, for me personally, this is awesome stuff. Your basic seam ripper. I prefer a Clover. They're really cheap. They're super cheap. My niece is a seamstress, and these are she's actually the one that turned me on to this particular seam ripper. She buys them by the bulk, like in, wholesale boxes. But this is my favorite little, I think everybody kind of has a favorite. But this one is mine. Let's talk pins. Magic pins. These are they have a blue head. They're not super long. They're supposed to be for thinner fabrics. They're very sharp. I love a sharp pin. I need to find a piece of fabric here. Let's see. Come on. See, they go in so easily because they are magic pins. You can iron over them. Again, for me, because I have the tremors, this style of pin head works really well for me. I can feel it really well between my fingers, and I will reach for this pin before any of my other pins, like every time. I had just a sample of a few of them that must have come in a box or something, and so I went ahead and bought myself a container of them, and all of the magic pins are really good. They all have like different purposes, but this one for me is my favorite. So speaking of pins, these, boy, I think these came in a box from somebody, maybe Fat Quarter Shop. I love these things. This is fun too. You can make it a heart or an oval, heart. Why should quilting not be entertaining? I have the first letters of the alphabet here in my on my pin cushion. So let's start with A. They've got a letter on one side and then a number on the other side. Can you see? Maybe not. So when you're cutting and these are A and then the next ones are B, and you can go ahead and, or this is A1, or you can use these to mark with. They're also very sharp. I use these so often. Super frequently. And yeah, you know, and they're fun. So that's pins. If you don't have one of these, I know I probably mentioned these in a video, but this is a blade saver. There are lots of different like brands of these, but I really like this one because this reminds me of a Chinese throwing star. I know they have a name, but it just kind of cracks me up. Yeah. The blade inside is the leftover blades from your rotary cutter. So you can, when you swap out your blade, you can swap it out and put it in here to give it a little more life before you finally have to say goodbye. So, and it comes like, it sits down inside this nifty little thing, which is super easy to open. So that's that. The new, oops, I should have had this closer in. The new one of these is on its way to me today. I got a notification that it was going to be delivered today, so I will do a little add-on when it gets here so you can see the difference between the long one and the short one. All right, so the little one came. Let's just do a quick little cut with it. Beautiful. Well, it would be beautiful. I didn't need a new blade. There we go. Much better. Same glowy edge, same beautiful pressure on the fabric. Just fabuloso. New blade. New blade time. Oh boy, that's bad. Okay, so there's the little one. And there's the big one. It's the mommy and the baby. Yay. And I'm so excited. I love this thing. And I know a lot of, you know, I'll say I use this because I have an issue with, you know, whatever. But you know, it's just good stuff. It isn't necessarily, you don't have to be infirmed to know that it's good stuff. All right. I think I said one more thing, but there's really two. This is the Acorn Easy Press pen. It is for when you have a seam and as you're going to press it open, you run it along the threads of the seam before you press it open, and you will get this beautifully flat, just impeccable pressed seam. This has made so much difference for me in getting accurate sizes of blocks, because it just lays that fabric so flat and beautifully. I love this thing, and it comes like this. You can buy this by itself, but so this is I lost the cap. You just open up the bottom of the pen. And it's got a really long, and then, there's a bubble. And then you just pour this in until it comes up to about here. Otherwise, it's going to go bloop when you screw it back in. And then on this side is this kind of a feltish sort of tip. And you just press it down a couple times to get the stuff flowing. And then I probably need to refill this one. But there we go. And then it just runs this little line of, I'm assuming it's starch. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Lots of different languages. Renews fabric after pre-washing and inhibits fraying. Oh, I didn't know that. Prevents uneven shrinkage, strengthens fibers and reduces stretching. So that stuff, just golden. And finally, somebody asked me how I store my bobbins, and in these little cases, not unlike the thread. And they get all, because I'm not careful about putting the, you know, winding them all up again. But again, and I do them by color. And if I'm bored, which seriously never happens, but sometimes I will go through and see if there's a color that's getting really low or that I don't have a bobbin for, and then I'll just go ahead and wind it, and so that I've got nice bobbins ready to go. What else can I bore you with? I think that's it. Okay. So is anything in there new to you? If you've got a notion that you are absolutely 100% crazy about that really works for you, that you didn't see on this little list, please put it in the comments. Let me know so we can all get out there and enjoy whatever that we're missing. You can't sit on the good stuff. So that's all for today. I, again, hope everyone is well and wonderful. And if you're not, get someone to give you a hug. You'll feel a little better. So be well, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.